So I'm visiting St. John Lateran Basilica, probably the most important of the four major papal basilicas in Rome. So I'm in the foyer and there's this beautiful sculpture in the door. The locals call this San Giovanni in Laterani. So in a sense, San Giovanni in Laterani outranks St. Peter's in Vatican City because this is the seat of the Bishop of Rome, which of course is the Pope. So this is really the home church for the Pope. This is huge. The thing that amazes me about this church, probably the most important Catholic church in Rome, the Basilica of San Giovanni in Laterani, is how empty this is. My whole group is visiting St. Peter's in the Vatican, which I passed in order to come here because I've been to St. Peter's a few times, never visited this particular church. And I think I'm one of just a small handful of visitors. The thing that strikes me is the vast enormity of this church. This is immense. Maybe it's not as big as St. Peter's and as ornate, but it's pretty darn impressive. Here's a chapel that's enclosed. It looks very gorgeous. Here's the Pietà, clearly not as famous as the one that Michelangelo did in the St. Peter's. Amazing paintings. There's a service going on in a side chapel here, but this has no photos, so I gotta respect that. You know, I could spend as much time here as I did at St. Peter's. There's that much to see. My goodness, I think this is the Baldacchino, and is it drop dead gorgeous. And behind is the altar. Seems to have mosaics. Going down the crypt, there's a statue of St. John the Baptist.